in reference to kind of your commentary the last couple of weeks and then the potential changes in the fall, I wanted to kind of put you on the spot here. Are you a guy that in 5 years thinks that regardless of anything that happens in elections and whatever the Dow is going to be, 35 and maybe 45 in 10 years? Or I don't know if I've ever specifically heard you say like a projection. So in the world of hot takes that we have now, I want to get one from you.
Yeah, you know what? No, I'm not. Well, first of all, I'm not in the camp of making those projections. I am in the camp, though, of saying I would phrase it a different way, at least as it pertains to me. Am I in the camp of saying that in the next 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, your portfolio is going to be up and it's going to be up substantially? And the odds of it being negative or down after 10 years and 3 months, I'm only going by the 138-year records that we can look at, the probability of it being down are slim to none. Now, everybody can make foolish investments and foolish mistakes in the way they manage and how they manage. But when I speak, I am speaking based on my system of management, not somebody else's. So, but all in all, I would say that there's a vast majority of partners of the ministry that are outperforming. My institutional accounts, which is all things that are in my list, as of last week, I haven't looked at it this week, are up 23% this year. Now, is the Dow up 23%? I don't think it is. I don't know what it's up, to be honest with you. And I don't really care, but it's certainly up this year. I don't know that it's up that much, but that's where we were. It's not a function of, wow, this guy's really smart. It's not that at all. There's a lot of old investments in there. There's a lot of investments that have been there a long time. And I don't believe in the philosophy that you must take a lot of risk to make a lot of gain. So I don't believe in that. I don't think you need to take a lot of risk. And I don't think we're in an environment where a lot of risk are going to help anybody. I will say this about the next 5 years. We are going through something that we could go through something possibly that there is nothing on record that's comparable. And what I mean by that is, should a Joe Biden get elected, should that happen, we are going to see a frenzy in the progressive movement to the likes of which we've never seen. You'd have to be really blind and really ill-informed to not see what's happening in America in just the last 4 weeks. It gives you the idea of the power of the progressive movement. And what I mean by that is you have big-time executives in big-time companies caving to a minority of people. I don't mean a minority from race. I mean numbers. From a minority of the population. That minority of the population is driving the entire population of America. And we could get to a place with different leadership where that minority driving the agenda of of America could change things forever in a way that we will not likely ever recover from. Will we have a nationalized healthcare system? Yes. Will we be spending trillions of dollars on a Green New Deal? Yes. Will we be caring a lick about what's good or bad for Wall Street? No, we won't be. Will we understand that the only way to have prosperity as the progressive movement sees is spreading the wealth? Will there be attacks on the flag that are already starting to happen, which I talked about 2 days ago, of the progression of this? There will be an attack on the flag next. There will be an attack on a cross next and a Star of David. There will be attacks on the churches and synagogues of this country. And that's how this movement is going to progress through. And right now, we've got a public that is divided between a silent majority, which is still staying somewhat silent, and a very vocal progressive minority. So I'm not willing to say right now that in the next 10 years your portfolio is going to be up or the Dow's going to be up. I might say it November 10th, but I'm not willing to say it right now until we see what happens with a national health crisis and a world pandemic, along with a progressive movement that has all the answers to everything we need in life. So we're in very, very different times than we've been for every analyst in the country.
Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.TV. That's FISM.TV.